probably at least 150 years old. It may have been a sapling during the last councils that were held here. Yeah, I think it is that old. And it's a very useful tree. It's an oak. And what kind of fruit does an oak have? Acorns. And acorns, however you want to pronounce it. And we got lots of red oak over there. But this is a white oak. Now red oak have usually tiny acorns that are full of bitter tannic acid. White oak, bigger acorns, very little tannic acid. So in the old days, they would take those acorns, crack them, let them soak in water for a few hours, then dry them and grind them into a flour. Oat bread, one of the staples, especially in the hunting and gathering days of ancient times. Hey, but the white oak, if you come and gather white oak acorns, be sure to gather enough for 2 years, because next year it won't give you any. That's a strategy to help outsmart the squirrel. If it produces those wonderful tasting acorns every year, the squirrel population would just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger until no white oak acorn could survive the onslaught of the squirrels. So what's its plan? Starve the squirrels every other year. And it works. See, we got one that started to grow 150 years ago here, and we got some babies out through here too. Now we got some poison over here as well. This little plant here is called false Solomon's seal. Well, Solomon's seal has wonderful edible flowers. But if you mistake this for Solomon's seal, you will get very sick. This is a poisonous plant. False Solomon's seal. Oh, do y'all like good smells? Well, so did the Cherokee. So that's why they were kind of upset with white folks, because we didn't take baths very often. We stank. And that was offensive. We didn't go to water enough. We need to bathe every day. Hey, a wonderful Cherokee tradition that I live by today. How about y'all? A bath every day? Yes, all right. Instead of a bath a month. But in the old days, couldn't get the settlers to take a bath. So what do? Well, you offer them nice smelling plants. Maybe that helps a little bit. All right? Well, here is a plant called spice bush. And I'm going to pass around some leaves. And what I want you to do is to crush up the leaf and smell the wonderful aroma.
Oh, I smell
You may be
already.
tempted to whistle that Old Spice commercial song, because it smells like the aftershave my dad used to use, the Old Spice.
Ooh,
And when you smell that, you think,
smells good.
oh, that would be wonderful. How about a tea that would taste like the spicy flavor that you smell? Is it possible?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But there's a secret. If we take these leaves that smell good today and boil them, you get nothing. You can boil them all day. No flavor.
Fruit.
You can only drink spice bush tea in March. Okay? Here's what you do. In March, before any of the leaves are on the trees, come out here, and this plant, instead of leaves, will have little yellow tassel-like flowers. The flowers come out first. And when the flowers are blooming, you can take the twigs, which are freckled. You can recognize them because of the freckles in the winter, in the early spring. The little yellow flowers, the freckled stems. Take those stems, break them into tiny little pieces, boil them for a minute or two, and you've got that flavor that you smell in the leaves in a tea. So only for 2 weeks a year can you have spice bush tea. It has red fruit on it that when you crush those red fruit in the fall, it's even stronger smell than the leaves. But the same story. You can boil those fruit all day, not get any flavor. Only in March, with the twigs, when it's in bloom. March 15th, March 20th, around that time. Next year, remember that now. Yeah, right.
You're going to let us come out here and pull some of these in March.
Well, spice bush